Alright guys, Kazoo71 here, Ark Survival Evolved. I did a couple of these circle foundations and showed you guys how to do it. Someone asked me a question and asked me if I would do a video, so absolutely, let's do this. They were asking how to do a second floor on one of these, so I've got two of them laid out. I'm going to show you guys both how to do a couple of different ways to do a second floor. And I got some items here. Hopefully I got enough. But number one, what I would start with is this gateway. I would always put a gateway on here. I'm using this superstructure so I can snap it into place, and it's going to be on those two. And then what you're going to do, and the way I do these second floors, is I always do walls first. So you're just going to build these walls all the way around, and I would build them up as high as you want. My first floor is always going to be up to the level of the gate or higher. So I always want to go as high as I can. And I would maybe go one more, but that's the level I would go right there. So if I was going to go that level right there, I would go one higher, just because when I put down the ceiling tiles on Ark Survival Evolved, they're really messed up. They don't work right. So if I was going to put down the ceiling tile, I would snap this here, and I would snap it, not on that one, like I just did. Let's take that down. I'm using superstructure so I can take this down. So what I would do is snap it one lower than that. Let's see, right there. So that way you got one above it. And the same way I would do it with the others, and then you would wrap it around. So same way you're going to do the other floor, same way you did the initial floor, you're going to do it like that. And here we go with Ark Survival Evolved. I forgot how bad the building was on here. Horrible guys, horrible. We're going to use this one right here. Turn this gun off, and it's not going to snap right. It's going to do this twice and mess it up because this thing sucks. Okay, so you're going to snap it there, but let's just do this so I can show you guys what I mean, because I'm not going to keep snapping it wrong and breaking this thing. Let's go cheat, fly, because this game is stupid sometimes. And then what I'm going to do is it's going to go right here. As you can see, it did it wrong again, even though it's showing the right spot. Let's pick it up again. God, I really hate the building in Ark Survival Evolved. That time it worked. Okay, so let's just do this. Cheat, walk. So just keep snapping it until you get in the right spot. You just do that all the way around. Same way the floor is, the same way you did the floor, you're going to do it up there. Now, the cool thing about this design that I have right here is it's a double opening in the middle. So let me show you guys this. Let's just do two ways you can do this. Number one, I'm going to snap these around here. Let me pick this one up real quick. You want to make a circle in the middle. Now you can use three ways to get up. You can use a ladder. You can use a straight, ugly ramp, or you can use like a curved ramp. So however you want to do these, this one would be open. I would keep this one open towards the front. That's how I do it when I build them. So then you have this thing, and you're gonna just bounce it up till you want, however high you want. So let's just go up a little bit, and let me show you guys how to do this stairway, or how it doesn't work, I should say. I'm showing you guys this to show you that this does not work, by the way. So let me pick these guys up. We're not gonna leave these down, but you know what I'm saying with these. And then we'll do it in a second. I'll show you guys another way in a second here, and we'll put them back up. But if I try to do stairways in here, let me put this down. Let me grab a ramp. Let's grab a couple of ramps. And sorry about the bumping here. Sometimes it's going to bump with my my microphone the way I have it set. So if I did just like this, right, and I want to say, hey, let's do a ramp. So I got to snap this ramp to this piece here. And you can see it don't snap. It's stupid. This is Ark building for you. But if I do snap it and get it to snap, it's going to come outside. So that looks horrible. You don't want to do that. That's the worst thing you could ever do. So the only way to do inside of here is to do it bigger than this. Or you can be stupid and do one of these dumb looking things like this. And then what you do, let's see, I don't have a ladder. I didn't make a ladder. Let's see if I can make one. Let's make two of these. Oops. Let's see if I can get another one. Can I get another one? I don't have enough thatch. Anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to snap this ladder to the outside of this thing, like so. And you would have it as high up as you want, which is dumb. I think that's a horrible design. You can do that, guys. You can snap these to the side of the triangles, and you can get up here. You can snap them to the side of the regular ones, too. Very horrible design. Don't like it. Not going to do that. So let me show you guys the way I like to do it. Let's see how much of these I break. I'm using, like I said, this is the destruction tool from Superstructures. So what I would do, so the only way you're going to do this one is a side ramp, and the way that would work would be like this. You would snap these guys up however you wanted, and then when you start building these ramps, you're going to use them like this on the edge of the build, wherever your edge is, because you're going to have two out. So as you can see, it would work, right? So the only way to do a ramp that looks decent on the edge is to do these sides. And then you have this one that goes up, and then what you're going to have to do here, so is, let's go up two more. Let me just show you guys. Ah, man, hate arc building. Hate it, I hate it, I hate it. All right, so as you can see here, so what you got to do is you got to turn it. You can't just keep going up. You got to put another one in there, so you can only go up on the flat two sides. And just keep that in mind when you're doing them. So what you're going to do is you're going to bump this one to here, and then you're going to have another ramp here. Okay, that way it's even. So as you can see what I'm doing one ramp, one regular ceiling, one triangle, one ramp, one regular ceiling, one triangle. That's how you would do that. You got to do it on the edges though. So let's talk about the other design. Alright guys, so let's talk about what does work. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put one down, one square, and this is the kind of circle you're going to need to do this, right? And each one just like this. It's got to be this way or it will not work. It's alternating between each one. Okay, and then you have this. And then you're going to have your 6 middle ones. I'll show you the difference in just a second when I was showing you the other one. Okay, the reason this one didn't work is because on the outside of the 6, I didn't have squares. You got to have the squares, right? So as you can see, I have squares here. So now if we do this and I extend it even more, let's just extend it one way so I can show you. If I came this way, just extending it out, right? And you do that all the way around. But what we're going to do is we're going to wall in this part, and this is where your ramp's going to be. So let me get the walls. I'm not going to use these anymore. We're going to use some of these, and we're going to use some of these, and we're going to use half of these. Oh, we're good. Yeah, I might run out of meat in a minute. I'm going to eat. I haven't played in a while. Alright, so what we're going to do is snap these all the way around. And this is how you do an inside like ramp. And what I would do when I was playing, when I first started playing this, before they had the homestand update, right? And you're using these pieces, what I would do was I would make this thing and I would put my industrial forge in the middle here. So my industrial forge will fit right in the middle here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do this ramp. So here's how we do the ramp, right? Let me just build up a little bit more so you guys can see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start anywhere. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to start with the triangle. Okay, and then we're going to take a ramp and we're going to dump it on that triangle. And you see how it's going to mesh with the wall there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a square. And then we're going to take a ceiling right there, put that up there. I'm going to take the square out because I don't need the square. All I need is the triangles to do this. Alright, so I'm going to bump that one up there. And as you can see, I can keep going up. So you don't really need to put that square there like I did. You can just do it just like this, and all the way up you go. Right, as high as you want to go. And you use this part as the middle. I've done this multiple times on my builds because I like this kind of structure. So if I was going to just do it without putting that up, I'd put the triangle right there. And I would go up here and I would snap this to that triangle. Boom. See? And you just keep going up like this. Ramp all the way up. So it's one ramp, one triangle, one ramp, one triangle, one ramp. Well, now, will it work with the squares? I'm pretty sure the answer to that is absolutely no. So let's show you. And I just broke a ramp. So let's try a square and show you why it won't work. You got to use the triangles on this build. If I use a square, you see what's going to happen. It's going to go off into nowhere. It's going to go between the wall here. See it? You don't want that. You got to use the triangles. So once again, let me show you guys again. So you're going to have 6 triangles in the middle, 6 triangles, and then you're going to put a square triangle all the way around, right? And then that's going to be your center of your build. So as big and as far out as you want to go, keep going out from the center, and it makes it easy. So when you do your ramp in the middle, like I said, this is how I would do the ramp. You're gonna, every other one, you're gonna stagger it up, right? Stagger, 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 just like that. And then you're gonna take these ramps and you're gonna stack them up here. 1, 2, and then the other one I broke, but it would go there. You guys get it? So, and you could do the same on the edge. It's just you might have to use more, but that's how I would do it. Now, if you want to use a hatch frame and a ladder, okay, a lot of people are like, oh, just use a hatch frame and a ladder. Okay, that's boring. But just so you know, for you people who want to say it's just boring, let's do this real quick. Hatch frame. This one. Nope. This one, stone. You get one. And then what you would do with this one instead, so this, you just build the middle up however you want, and then you would do this. Whoops, I just went backwards. I just lagged. I lagged on my own server. Then you put this bad boy up here. Okay, we're not going to let me do it, huh? Okay, get that way. Get off of there. Just slap your hatch frame up there, high as you want to go, and throw some ladders on it, guys. Put ladders down the middle. Boring. Who wants that? I like the ramp in the middle. Especially if you put something like an industrial forge in the middle, it's kind of funny because then you're walking around it. Or you can put some other stuff in here like your generator. Here's where I would put my regular generator in the middle. But like I said, build this all the way out as far as you want. So you can have as big a circle as you want. It doesn't have to be tiny. And then I'm just showing you guys how to do it. I would just do that, the middle part, that simple. And don't go too big or too crazy with the middle. So, and then once you get out like this, you just keep building them out. So we're going to go 1. Every other one's going to be that square. This is going to be triangles. Right, 3. Whoops. Shoot, man. Where'd it go? Pick up. Ark Survival Ascended does not do that. So they got better builds on it with this stuff. Then it doesn't do this crazy stuff. Alright, and just all the way around. And this is how I do my towers too. If I do a tower, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going all the way up like this. And then just building around the top. And just keep widening it out each time. So you keep the squares, you can see a lot of triangles. You're only going to have the one square all the way around on each edge. And then the rest is going to be these triangles all the way. And you keep going. So you see, you just keep building it out further and further, and that's how it works. So I hope this was helpful, guys. That's a simple ramp of how I would do a ramp on the inside and get to a 2nd floor or a 3rd floor and just keep going up. So whatever you do, when you get to the break and you want to just take one of these out, like that one right there, and then put a doorway for that floor there, right? And then so you have a floor up there, and then just keep going with your ladder up. So one of these would be a floor. Like here could be a floor right here. I mean, you could have a doorway right here to go into that floor. So I hope this was helpful, guys. Got any questions, please ask. If I didn't show you what you were asking for, the person who asked me to do this, please let me know. But I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.